Okay, so I've been getting some questions on my Tumblr about the makeup that I wear, so I figured it'd be just a lot easier to do it this way than to individually talk about products, like typing it out. And there's always a text limit, so yes, here we go. To start with, I always use this Smashbox. It's a dark spot corrector, but it's also a primer. There we go. I have a lot of scarring like around here from acne, and this has really helped fade it. So anyone with like dark spots, really intense freckles, I love mine, but if you don't like yours, this will help, or any scarring. Use it as a treatment before moisturizer, and it also creates like a really even base for foundation if you wear that. I don't wear foundation. In the off chance that I do, if my skin's really freaking out because I have really bad skin, I use Bare Minerals. I use the matte finish because I obviously tend to be oilier and I like how matte finishes look. This is fairly medium, but this is too dark. It doesn't look too dark, but when you put it on, it's too dark for my skin tone right now. So in case of emergency, I suppose you could always load on like a translucent powder and it would lighten it up a bit. Moving on, blush that I wear is Tarte's Cheek Stain. This is a natural beauty. It's a really good investment. It lasts forever. I've had mine for like 2 years. Yeah, a little bit goes a long way. You just like dab it on, and then I just like work it on my cheeks. You're supposed to look like you just kind of are flushed, and I really like kind of a more intense flush, probably because I'm so pale, but this is really good, worth it. It's like all natural, so it's great. I use a couple highlighters. I mean, I use a highlighter, it just kind of depends on what I use. This is a Smashbox Soft Light Duo. I generally use this one. I don't use this one. It's a little too orange for me, but if need be, you can kind of use it as a blusher too. If I don't use that, I use What's Up from Benefit. They don't make it in this form anymore, I think. I think it's a liquid now because this is a stick, which is probably good because this never stays on and it gets all over everything in my makeup bag. Or this is Urban Decay's cream highlight in brown sugar. It is like a kind of goldenish color. There we go. I'll pop that like just on my cheekbones here, or like on just the very inner corners of my eyes slightly, because it brightens them up and I often look super tired. I'm looking at everything like, what? I do use an under eye primer. This just helps with brightening. It has like kind of little pearlized pigments in it. If you wear any concealers, it's also super awesome because it creates a really nice base. So that's from Smashbox Photo Op Hydrating Under Eye Primer. So that's good. I always use an eye primer. This is like the little baby one I have right now. It's Too Faced Shadow Insurance. Urban Decay's primer potions are really nice. So those are definitely something really good to invest in. A little tiny bit goes a long way. You just pop it on the lid. Makes any liner, shadows, anything stay forever. So that's good, especially for me because I have really big eyes and I'm super animated when I talk, so my liner tends to go all over if I don't use a primer. The liner that I use is Smashbox's Jet Set liner in Midnight Black. This little guy will last you ages, so if you think $22 is too expensive, I will tell you you're wrong. It lasts forever. I've had mine for probably like 3 months, and I have like a good month and a half still left in here, so just make sure you close the lid really tight. Otherwise, if it dries out, then you're kind of in trouble. But this doesn't budge, it doesn't smudge, it's waterproof, so you can cry as much as you'd like and it's not coming off. So this is great. It's kind of like MAC's Fluid line if you use MAC. What else? My mascara that I use is Tarte's Lights Camera Splashes, because it's the waterproof one. Sorry, there's concealer all over it. Yeah, it's really great. Like I said, all Tarte products are like all natural. They're super, super awesome. These are great for people who wear like contacts, so they're like sensitive friendly. The brush is really great. It's not like a super goopy formula, so I really, really like it. There's that. I just picked up Too Faced is Better Than False Lashes. It's not waterproof though, which really irks me, because if it's not waterproof, I will end up with my mascara like way up here. So like, again, big giant eyes kind of get me in trouble. But you put this one on first, and then you coat your lashes with these little fibers, and then you do another coat of this guy, and literally it's like, wow, looks like you have falsies on, which is super cool, but not waterproof. So, and it can be tricky, this little guy, for people who wear contacts. The little filaments kind of get all over the place if you're not careful. So you've been warned. I think that's about it. I have brow stuff, but I don't really use it. I get freaked out when I like fill my brows in. I feel like I look like, I don't know, I feel like I look silly. But Rimmel's always a really good choice. I just picked up Tarte's Empha Eyes, their like brow mousse. It comes with this little guy. It has a spoolie and this is not really the right color for me. It's a little too light, but this is super awesome. It's Amazonian clay and it's waterproof. This will last you forever. Like a dab does like both brows. So if you're really into doing your eyebrows, this is a really good thing to look into purchasing. I think that's about it. Other than that, I just kind of use whatever concealer, because I have them stashed everywhere, like in my purse, in my car. These are both my inside house ones. This one is obviously my color right now because I'm very, very, very light. So yeah, that about does it. Hopefully that answered your question. Sorry I look kind of scrubby. I worked all day and I'm in my own house, so I'm allowed to wear cutoffs, okay? Get off my case. Oh, I didn't talk about, I guess I use a really super light bronzer like underneath my cheekbones, but this I don't even think constitutes as a bronzer because it's so pale. I'm generally not a fan of bronzers though, so I will just throw that out there. Good for contouring though, if you're into that. But just make sure that your bronzer kind of goes with your skin tone. If you have any specific questions about skin or any other makeup brands, I know about them all. Kind of, well, not all of them, but a lot of them. So you can drop me a question and I will do my best to answer it.